Hi everybody, it's Halo Reach Tutor with another tips and tricks video. Today I'm playing Team SWAT on the map Powerhouse, and throughout this game I go plus 13. I've got a 16 kills and 3 deaths. Pretty good. 15 of those 16 kills were headshots. I was very accurate. The only kill that wasn't a headshot was an assassination, so pretty good. And you'll find when you're playing Team SWAT that the real difference between scoring and dying is a split second, right? And that's really ultimately the difference between winning the game and losing the game is just a split second, having just one slight edge over your opponents. And so you want to find ways to gain an edge any way possible when you're playing SWAT. One of the first things that I want to talk about is the fact that when you're playing SWAT, you've got blinders on, right? You can only see what's in front of you. You cannot see anything behind you or from either side. So one thing you can do to improve your position is to kind of play the exterior portions of the map, right? So I'm over here on the ridge, and because I'm on the ridge, I can see that there's no one in the powerhouse. I just came from the little shack behind me, and the edge of the map is to my back. So I know that this is a reasonably safe position, at least for a couple moments. In contrast, this blue player is down towards the middle. He's very exposed, and you're going to see the result that just occurred here frequently. Somebody on the edge of the map scores a point, and somebody in the center of the map is busy respawning, okay? So that's something to keep in mind when you're playing SWAT. Regardless of which map you're on, it's usually a good idea to kind of play the perimeter of the map and try to stay out of the middle as much as possible. Okay, now I've got one kill in the bathhouse, and I'm about to get an assassination back in these rocks here. You got to realize that once you start getting a couple kills in the same general area, it's time to move on because their teammates are going to start coming to avenge their deaths. As right here, I know this guy's coming, so I wait for him. He comes around the corner, and bam, I'm on a killing spree, right? Now, I probably should have got out of the powerhouse by this time, you know, because those guys are going to start coming back for revenge. I've got 3 kills. I get a 4th kill here, which is just lucky because that guy was looking for me, but he didn't see me and turned away. But then I get killed myself. So you don't want to spend too much time in any one area. You want to continue to move around. Otherwise, it's going to catch up to you eventually. Now, another thing that I want you to remember when you're playing SWAT to gain even a subtle advantage over your teammates is you always want to anticipate if someone were to come into view at any second unexpectedly, what level would their head be at, right? So as you come around a corner, as you come through a doorway, or if you're monitoring a certain particular area of the map, you always want to be anticipating what level their head's going to be at, and you want your scope to be right at that level. So you can see as I continue to scope around, I'm trying to keep my reticule at eye level so that as soon as the opponent comes into view, you can take that shot very quickly and hopefully more quickly than your opponents do. Another tip is you always want to be monitoring the tags of your teammates when you're playing SWAT. That's absolutely critical. Look for negative space. If you and your teammates are all clumped in one certain area of the map, you can be sure that your opponents are in that negative space someplace, okay? So you can see most of my teammates are over in the powerhouse. I'm over here in the bathhouse. So most of the opponents are probably going to be near the hammer room or near the shack on the other side of the map or out in this area. Use the tags of your teammates to help you identify where your opponents might be. And then also, of course, if you see your teammates' tags turning yellow or orange, you know that they're engaged with opponents, and that might give you another clue as to the location of your enemies. Those are some subtle hints, but they make a really big difference when you're playing Team SWAT. I've got my 2nd killing spree here again. All my shots are headshots. I'm being very accurate. That's very important to do when you're playing SWAT because if you start laying down body shots, that's going to give your position away, okay? It's not going to kill your opponents, and it's going to give your position away. They're going to get the little red arrows and have a chance to get out of the way. You want to take the time to get those headshots and kill them on the first shot, okay? Now I'm going to give you a tip that's going to save your life about a dozen times every time that you play SWAT. And that is every time you come into a room or around a corner, you want to perform a little jump, okay, or a little hop. The reason being is that a lot of times there's going to be a player in that room or around that corner, and they're going to be doing exactly what I have told you to do, and that is to keep your reticule at eye level so that if anyone comes through a doorway or around a corner or into view, you're going to be able to take that shot very, very quickly because you've already got your reticule at eye level. Now what happens is that if you come around a corner and you perform a little hop, they're going to shoot you in the chest rather than in the head when you come around that corner. And while you're coming around that corner, they're going to get you in the chest, and you are going to be able to line up a headshot of your own very quickly. Okay? So that's a very important tip. Make sure that you jump, especially when you're coming in around a corner or into a room. But hopping around a little bit in general is always a good idea. I want to thank everybody for watching today, folks. I hope that I gave you a tip or two along the way that will help you improve your game and take your SWAT to the next level. This is Halo Reach Tutor signing out. Please leave a comment, give a thumb up, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.